Hey everyone, Lawana here with Cultural Humility Consulting. Today I am here to talk to you about summer travel. Vacations are in full swing, and I'm here to give you just a few tips about summer flying. Some people are actually driving, some people are taking buses, some people are taking trains. However, my expertise is in flying, and I've got a few tips for you to get you on your way. First of all, make sure that your devices are fully charged before you leave the house. Make sure that battery is all the way charged. You don't want to get on an airplane and your devices are close to being empty, because there are so many things that you want to do on your flight. You want to stay busy. You don't want to be bored. So just make sure that device is fully charged. And when you get to the airport, try to stay off your phone, because you don't want to run that battery down. And sometimes those outlets in the airport are really hard to find. So keep that in mind. You may not always find a start charging station in the airport. So it's just best to have it fully charged before you leave the house. Also, make sure you download your airline's app. Have that app already downloaded, because there are movies available, information available. So if you've got that app downloaded ahead of time, it makes things a lot easier on your flight. So go ahead and get that app downloaded ahead of time. Also, make sure you keep that ID, your passport, readily available. It may be requested by an employee, so just have it ready to go. But also have it in a zipper compartment, something that you can't easily lose it. So just have your boarding pass, your ID, and your passport readily available, but make sure it's secure, because we don't want to lose those items, because they're very valuable. Bring a bottle of water with you. Always bring a bottle of water with you. You can finish that bottle of water before going through security, so it's empty and you don't have problems at the security check line. Or you can just bring an empty bottle, and that way you can fill it when you get on the other side. Most airports have like a water station somewhere near the bathrooms. So just make sure you have a bottle of water on you, because it's nothing worse than being like number 25 for takeoff and you're thirsty. So always have your own water for you. Look out for number one, and that would be you. Look out for number one, and that would be you. Make sure you always have a bottle of water with you. Make sure you have your medications with you. Anything that you have to have and you know you can't really survive without, have them with you on your person, in your purse, your backpack, whatever you have with you. Your keys. Just make sure you don't check these items, because there would be nothing worse than being diverted and saying, hey, I can drive 50 miles back to the airport, but you don't have your keys. So make sure that you have your keys with you, medications, anything that you need. Don't check any essentials. Also, keep a change of clothes. You just never know. Always have a change of clothes with you in your backpack, small carry-on. Also, make sure you dress in layers. Airplanes can get very cold, very fast. You may be on the tarmac and you're burning up, and next thing you know, you're freezing. And just think, if there are 250 people on a flight, we can't adjust the temperature for everyone's likes and dislikes. So we try to keep it on the cooler side. It keeps people from getting sick. Makes everything sanitary. So bring a jacket, a sweater, a hoodie with you. Always have something, and dress in layers. So if you get hot, you can take something off. If you're cold, you can put something on. So just dress in layers to prevent from being uncomfortable on the flight. All it takes is one time of freezing on a flight, and you will always have a sweater with you. I will not get on a plane without a sweater. Make sure you have your boarding passes ready to go before approaching the podium. Have your boarding pass ready to go. Most of us have them on our telephones, but if you don't have it on your telephone, just have it ready to go, ready to scan, have it in your hand before getting up to the podium. Know your seat number before you board uh, the airplane. Know your seat number, know where you're going. And once you find your seat, try your best to slide into your row because you aren't the last passenger. There are other people behind you that would like to get on board the aircraft. They're on the jet bridge and they're hot, or they're on the jet bridge and they're cold, or they're tired. They just want to get in, they want to get on and take their seats and be comfortable just like you do. So don't stay in the middle of the aisle, blocking the aisle, rearranging your things. Go ahead and just slide in and sit down so other people can get on board and the flow of traffic does not stop. Also, if you have a backpack you're wearing, be conscientious of that. I have been hit and swung on while I was seated by backpacks so many times. I often see people just hit everyone as they go by with their bags. So maybe just take it off and hold it in front of you when you're boarding the airplane, or if not, just try to make sure you're not swinging it all over the place and hitting people in their faces or arms as you're going down the aisle. So just be conscientious of that backpack that's on your back. When you get to your seat, place small items like a purse or a backpack under the seat in front of you. That way, that space up top and the overhead bin is reserved for larger rolling luggage. That space is so needed, and that space runs out really, really quickly if everyone puts their shopping bags and purses up there. So just think about that space up there. That space is for larger bags. So we want to accommodate everyone's luggage, and the way we do that is by making sure that everyone puts their smaller bags under the seat in front of you. And that brings me to something else. That overhead compartment space does not have your name on it. That space is shared space for everyone. So once your things are in there, you can't just close it and say, okay, no one else, this is it, we're done, this is my space. No, that space is shared. So just keep that in mind, that space is for everyone and it does not belong to you. So it's first come, first serve, and that's just, just make sure that space is shared space. And don't remove anyone else's bag. Don't touch, move someone else's bag without asking. If you need to move something around, ask a flight attendant, do you know who this belongs to? Or ask your neighbors there, is this anyone's bag? Don't just move it. So just keep that in mind, because you wouldn't want someone to take your bag and move it somewhere else. When you board the airplane, make sure you turn your phones to silent. Turn that phone all the way off so your phone's not ringing out loud. And also, if you have to take a quick call, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to say, hey, yeah, I'm on my way. I've boarded the plane and I'll see you in 2 hours. I'll call you when I land. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. However, the problem is when people have extended conversations about absolutely nothing. Just talking and talking and talking in their seatmate's ear. That is problematic. So please, whatever you do, keep your conversations low, quick, and to a minimum. Again, a quick call here and there prior to takeoff, or when you arrive to say, hey, I'm at the gate. I'll be out soon. Nothing wrong with that, but just no long extended telephone conversations, please. Another thing, if you're watching movies, make sure the volume's all the way off. You can look at subtitles and you can read, or you can have on earbuds and listen just for you. No one else wants to hear your movie. That movie is just for you. So wear earbuds so everyone else isn't hearing it and disturbing them. We want everyone to have a quiet, peaceful flight. So if you have on earbuds, no one else can hear your movie. And that also goes for children. A lot of times people think, oh, it's just a child. She needs this movie to keep her occupied. I'm sure she does. However, no one wants to hear the child's movie. So make sure that volume is turned all the way down, or your child, bring headphones for your child. The ones that go over the ear are much better for kids. And actually they're better for adults as well, because when people have those wireless earbuds, they drop them, they fall, and they're never to be seen again. They go in some airplane, they go in a black hole somewhere, and they're never seen again. So I would not advise the wireless earbuds because they are often lost and never found again. So if you have over the ear headphones, that would be great, or some with a wire. And that way you can listen to your movies or music without disturbing your seat partners. Let's see. In your seat, I'd like you to just make sure that you keep your arms and legs in your space. That space is prime, valuable real estate. No one wants your arms, your legs, your belongings over in their space. That's prime real estate. That's your prime real estate. So keep yourself in your space. I know it's tight, but it's just a short while, and just be respectful to your neighbors. And if you have children with you, keep them in their space as well. If you have pets, keep them in their space as well. Try not to spill over into the other person's space. And even that armrest is shared. Don't hog the armrest. Don't, take over the space. Just make sure you're polite and courteous. And if you have to get up and go to the bathroom or something, don't just crawl over the person. Ask, hey, I have to go to the bathroom. Do you mind? And of course, that person's going to get up and allow you to go to the bathroom. But don't just start crawling over them. Just, ask if it's okay if they, you need to go to the bathroom, and they'll let you out. So just be mindful of always asking. And get a good rapport with your neighbor off the jump. Walk on and say hi and give them a smile. And that way you already have a good rapport. So it makes for a much more pleasant flight. And when you're letting that tray table down, let it down gently. And when you turn, just close it gently. It's not a slam, it's a close gently. And the same with your seat back. Be mindful of the people behind you when you're reclining your seat. Just go back gently, because you never know if they have a computer out or if they have a drink right there, and then the drink is spilled or the computer screen is bent or damaged. So just go back gently and avoid kicking, having your knees in the seat. Just be very mindful of that seat in front of you. And let's talk about food. Let's talk about airplane food. When you board an airplane, sometimes you may have a specific meal in mind. If they're serving chicken or pasta, you may say, I've had chicken all day, I just have to have the pasta. But keep in mind that it's a limited amount. We may not have your first choice. Unfortunately, that's how it is. It's an airplane. It's not a five-star Michelin restaurant. It's an airplane. So your first choice may not be there. So just be understanding about that. And hopefully your first choice is there. But if it's not, just roll with it, and you can get an amazing meal when you arrive at your destination. But flight attendants just can't go to the back and whip up a steak. Everything is brought on board by catering, and we basically warm it for you. And if you really have something in mind that you really like, you can bring it on board. There are usually lots of amazing restaurants in airports nowadays, and you can stop and get yourself a salad or a sandwich, something that does not need to be warmed, and you can just bring that aboard with you. And when it's time to eat, you can just pull that out, and you have something hearty that you actually like, and it's your first choice. But try to be mindful of not bringing anything on board that's super, super spicy, zesty, with really, really bold fragrances, bold flavor that has a fragrance, because some people may be offended by really, really strong odors, considering with onions and garlic, because it's really, really tight space, or tuna. So everything like that smells really, really permeate the cabin. So just be considerate when you bring aboard food that's super, super spicy. Also, clean up around your area after you finish eating. Flight attendants come through very, very often with trash bags. It's no need for you to make the seat back a trash can when they're coming by. Just Give them the trash that you have opposed